Oh man, has this been a long time coming. Welcome back to Issue 0, everybody, my Dark Horse comic book review show. Poof! Ah, all the imaginary confetti. Isn't it nice? Anyway, welcome to the comic stand with me, TheMrDarkPhoenix. And if you guys watch the comic stand, you'll see another guest behind me with my Dark Horse that I normally wear around my neck, but Spider-Man has legally informed me that he is the co-host of every show that I'm doing on YouTube, so you guys say no to that face. And it's Spider-Man, so can't say anything more about that. But welcome back to Issue 0. I am so sorry this took so long. I have had technical issues back and forth and all this other stuff, but now that I started the comic stand, people were wondering where Issue 0 was, and so now welcome back. This is Issue 0, Season 2. Season 1 was last time. Really misorganized, if I have to say, somewhat. But I'm definitely going to be doing it a lot smoother this time. I'm going to be trying a lot of stuff with this. But Issue 0 now is going to be not only my Dark Horse comic book review show, it's also going to be my Dark Horse news show. So that's twice as much content from me weekly, every week. So you're going to get more Issue 0s, and you're going to get a lot more stuff, which is good. So I can't really say about that. So without further ado, let's jump right into the news for Issue 0 this week, and that is Tomb Raider, the Square Enix reboot. Lara Croft will be getting a comic book treatment by Darkhorse Comics, which is amazing because Darkhorse Comics is a lot of the games that I like in comic book form. So I'm more than excited for this news. But Darkhorse has announced that along with its other video game adaptation comic books like Darksiders 2 and Dragon Age and Mass Effect, The Last of Us, and even Prototype 2, that it's going to be adding Tomb Raider to the ranks of its new comic book. And now that we had the Square Enix reboot, which is amazing, I love every minute of that game, I'm really excited for this comic, but who's writing it? I bet you're asking right now as you see me on your screen right now, or on your phone, whichever you're watching it from. But the writer of this comic is none other than Gail Simmons, the genius writer behind Wonder Woman, Birds of Prey, and the new adaptation of Red Sonja, which is taking place weeks after the end of the first game. So there's no spoilers here, it just takes place after the end of the game. If you didn't beat the game, then it's fine, but it takes place after the game ends. So once you beat the game, you'll be looking forward to the comic, because then it's going to touch up on that, which is really great, because comic book based game sequels always have, comic books give you more of a range to do what you can't do if you physically do it, like in a game. You can see what the fans like and what they don't like, and then once they confirm the sequel for the game, they can take all of that and put it in the game and make it so much better. And Tomb Raider was such a great experience, and it was such a great game, and for them to be doing the comic for this is really amazing, because it was a really great experience, and I cannot wait for this. But Gail Simmons has no problem writing any strong, confident women like Birds of Prey and even Wonder Woman, so I'm not worried about that at all. I really can't wait to see her take on the new Tomb Raider, the new Lara Croft, because then that insinuates me empowerment for females, and that's what we're really missing in this age, is more female empowerment towards women in like comic books and in games and everything like that. And so I feel like that's going to be a really big step, and then before you know it, they're going to confirm a sequel. But Gail Simmons is quoted that she wants to take a look at Laura and her globetrotting adventures, which hasn't really been explored in the other games, and I have to agree. The other games were all just run and gun and all that stuff and do all this, but this new Tomb Raider gave us a deeper story and a deeper backstory to why Laura does what she does. And you keep getting hit with obstacle after obstacle, and she just, dusts her shoulders off, and she just stays strong throughout the entire ordeal. And that is the definition of empowerment that we want in media for strong females. And this is the perfect way to bring it about with the new Lara Croft and Tomb Raider. But Gail Simmons was quoted in saying, "I choose to do this series solely because I loved the game so much." So we're definitely keeping the tone of the game. I've always loved the classic, cool Lara Croft, but this felt like an origin story. Like we're seeing her before she becomes the icon, and it's very compelling to me. And as Gail continued, she mentioned that the storytelling in the game hooked me instantly. The biggest difference is the game told a claustrophobic story in an isolated setting. we are going globetrotting. So who knows? New Laura Croft could pull a Carmen Sandiego and go all around the world with different types of environments, different kinds of things, until eventually when she's plopped right in her main setting for the little comic book miniseries. And I can't wait for that. Please let me know in the crotch bar comment section below what you think, or which games you think Dark Horse could make into a comic book that you're really looking forward to. I think they can do really great games into comic books. It depends on the license. I mean, I'd like to see them try and maybe tackle Assassin's Creed, or maybe them try and tackle a lot of other games like Killer is Dead, or even maybe make a sequel comic to Lollipop Chainsaw. I love that game. I'd love to see a comic book sequel based on that, especially another sequel-based game. But that's all for that. For me personally, I can't wait to see this, and I can't wait to see how they're going to portray her as an even stronger woman now that she's been through everything she's been through, and now that she can just basically go through any threat. But we still have to have that fear, because you can't always be unafraid. Something has to get under your skin, and that's what we're going to be seeing. But so far, there has been a release date. No artist has been confirmed yet, so we don't know who's going to be drawing it, but we know Gail Simmons is going to be writing it, so that's only one half of our awesome little comic book duo here. And the first issue is scheduled for release February 26th, 2014. So we're in August right now, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, like 5 or 6 months away. So that's a bit of a long wait. If you guys like, I would recommend you pick up Tomb Raider. I highly recommend it. It should be like 50 or 40 bucks now, and it's a really great game. It's a great experience. I loved every minute of it. So just to get ready for the game, for the comic book, you should pick up the game. I definitely highly do recommend it. And I just want to tell you guys to like this video, to give it a big thumbs up, and tell all your friends and share it. It really helps me out here, and I'm really grateful for all you guys. So with the first episode of Issue 0 Season 2, with me, my horse, and Spider-Man, we all bid you a geek out and enjoy your lives, and stay tuned next week for more Issue 0.